Welcome to the Kinky Host podcast, where we give you your weekly dosage of nasty, freaky, kinky conversation and relationships too. Here's our host. It's your girl, Chase, the C. Hazeman. How you say it as long as that flavor stays in your mouth? I'd be mad if you gave this slaughterhouse of a dick to another bitch. Yes, I would be very upset.
Y'all, it's your girl, Royal, no tagline necessary. Just recognize she's a queen. You see the headline. When I say it was a wet spot, I mean it was a wet spot. Like, it was like all encompassing the entire bed or whatever, almost.
Hey, your boy Hubdusa, as they say, giving it to you from the front and the back. Nobody asked you what you like or what you feel works better. I said what works for me.
It's time to start the show. Let's get kinky. What up? Yay, we're back finally. Yay.
Yes, we are back. Unfortunately, just to put the elephant out in the room, Royal, she got sick at the beach.
She quit the show, guys. That's it. She quit the show. She said she didn't want to be a part of this anymore. She couldn't stand the love between me and her producer. So she biggity bounce.
Are you really want to down that hill?
AKA Shorty sick.
I was about to say, you really want to die now? She will kill us both.
Shorty don't feel well. Out of nowhere. Like, literally, Shorty got sick out of nowhere. So, damn, I'm flaking. My skin is falling off. But yeah, so she's sick. So send well wishes and warm thoughts to Royal, if you guys could please, and some pharmacies. Okay, some medications, some cough, some Theraflu, some whatever flu you got. Right. She can barely talk without coughing at this point in time. So yeah, well, welcome back to the Kinky Host podcast. I know you guys are very upset because it's like, damn, bitches, where you been? It's the summertime. People take vacations, you know. Mm-hmm. Were they were very much planned. Were you notified? We don't know. Unless you're part of our Discord, you wouldn't know that. So if you're part of our Discord, then you would get notified that we had vacations. If you weren't part of our Discord, then you were probably like lost in the sauce. I went to Mexico. It was grand. As you can see, I am peeling like a bitch. It's all on my shoulders. I look like an alligator and snakes shedding underneath this shirt. It's really nasty looking. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah. And they went somewhere. I don't know where they went. They went somewhere, but yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't have no luxury going to Mexico. We did have to go pick up children and get ready for school, as they say.
Sounds like y'all should have planned y'all vacation better.
Well, no, school starts this week. We got them last weekend.
But when you didn't have no kids,
you got to have that thing called money, you know. We here at home.
Who said you got to go somewhere to have a vacation?
We see us here as homeowners have homeowner issues like HOA issues, roofs that need to be done, garage doors need to be replaced. It's financial struggles when you own a house.
Like I said, who said you need to go somewhere to have a vacation?
Well, unfortunately, you know, we have people that can ear hustle and have told us they can ear hustle, and they appreciate, you know, with not being able to hear hustle. So
y'all just need to stop fucking so loud. That's really the problem.
Excuse me if I want to put some enthusiasm so everybody can hear it.
Okay, yeah, but like, you don't need to traumatize the little people.
Well, it's not on purpose, but you know. Semantics.
Yeah. Well, welcome to another great episode of the Kinky Host podcast, here to get your weekly dose of nasty, kinky, freaky fucking fun. I'm your girl, Chase. I see Hazen. How you say it, long as that flavor stays in your mouth?
And it's your boy Hubdusa here, always giving it to you from the front and the back. There you go.
Oh, from the front and the back. Wow. I feel like some muscles should go. Ugh.
Oh God.
Listen, these are wings, but I got a whole like muscle. You see how it tighten up? You see that? You see that? That is
That's some growth right
one
there.
trip or die. Okay,
Mhm.
that is one trip or die. I pick things up and put them down. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I do. It's what I do. It's what I do. Anyways, so how was the week thus far? I mean, the kiddios are going back to school. Wah, 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 wah.
You know, the week wasn't as as kinky as we always wanted to be, but we spent some time with the kids. Did the things called parenting and school shopping. But we did get a chance to go to the beach yesterday, at least.
That's good. That's fun. That's good. See, you get to do something. So you did not all is lost. Not all is lost.
Not all is lost.
Yeah. So quickly, before I came on the show, right before we started, I posted this on my private snap. If you ain't on my private snap, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. But anyway, I was on X, formerly known as Twitter.
What,
Okay. And Sexy Red, if y'all know who Sexy Red is, ski, that girl, and she has all the songs and stuff like that. My
mhm.
pussy is pink, my booty hole is brown. Okay. Um, she put on Twitter with LL Cool J in I forgot what music video it is, but he's like in the back seat of a limo with the light only on his eyes, and it's like me looking in my comments, even though I say I hate that you guys post your sex videos in my comments. So I'm like, what do you mean? So I guess on like her Twitter page, anytime she puts a post, like all in the comments is nothing but like X-rated videos, like all the time. So I, of course, why not go and
Why not
press the
scroll through
link?
it?
Because of course I'm gonna go through it. When I tell you the amount of fucking in that damn thread is stupid. I don't even think Pornhub has enough videos compared to what goes on. Because it's not even just like a video. It's like, you know how a thread can be inside of a thread that can be inside of a thread? It's like continuous threads out of the thread. And it just keeps going.
Well, you know
And
why? I mean, she came out with the song. My
but
pussy's pink, my
okay,
booty hole's
yes.
brown. I
But when I'm
mean,
telling you like the things that I seen, I never thought I would see. And now I understand why people like amateur videos, because there is some shit going on that I'm like, y'all need to
yes.
do something. Y'all need to go to work. I don't know what. But there are some things like I saw a man at a hotel in front of a sliding glass door on a handstand. That man was on a handstand and the girl was squatting down, sucking him off while he was eating her out. That was some crazy ass balance shit. I never thought I would see that. Then I saw a girl take a popsicle and fuck her butt with the popsicle and it was melted. And I said, out of all places and holes to put you in, that kind of makes sense because at the end of the day, it's just residue fecal matter coming out the hole. So are you really going to get an infection if it's just before digested food going in your butthole? Like I don't know. It was
It's
a
just
little
frozen
weird.
liquid. That's all. Just frozen
Yeah.
liquid.
And then I seen some very hardcore stuff that is not something that I usually watch or view. But I'm just gonna put this out here. I saw a gay university video and I am disturbed. If it was a heterosexual university, I'd be more disturbed, to be honest, because they're disgusting. But this was like, it started off real cool, just mad niggas sitting in a classroom, like having to zoom in, like it was like what's that show called, The Real World, when they have like that zoom in, like, hi, my name is this, and like whatever, and then we'll go from this, and next thing you know, taking dick, and I'm like, whoa, I'm not expecting this. This is a lot going on.
It's
Then
like
I
it goes from
saw
0 to 100 real quick.
Yes. Then I saw a threesome video, which was really good because what it looked like is, okay. So first of all, I felt in danger for the girl who's getting fucked. So he had one girl pinned down. He's fucking her. She got a wand on her, right? But he got his hand around her throat. It is not the part that, oh, his hands around her throat, like, whatever. It's the fact that, like, the other girl, right, is rubbing the girl who's getting fucked titties, but also making out with the dude. And he's like stroking the girl that he's choking as if like it's her who he's kissing. I was like, oh, they got a connection, right? But the scary part is he was forgetting she was there. I know he was forgetting.
Oh yeah, because
Because his arm
uh
kept getting deeper in the bed. And I started not seeing her face for a little bit. And I was like, an ambulance needs to come because Shorty about to die.
somebody need to come save her. Save me.
Basically, if you guys have any free time and you're not scared to see a lot of men butt play, because there's a lot in them comments. Like, I thought I saw a girl throwing it back on what's those things called, the suction cup dildos. Like, I thought it was a girl, but I was like, what's that down there? And I was like, oh, my man's was throwing it back. My man's was like water throwing it back. And I was like, wow, teach me. Because that shit was crazy. Oh, but who am I? But yeah, if you guys got time, go on Sexy Red's Twitter. The thread go crazy. It's bananas. It's really bananas. I posted one of the clips that was in there in our Not Safe for Work channel, Discord.
Yes, you did. And had to click.
You know what I'm saying? A little cute, because she had a pretty pussy. It was like, oh, that pussy's cute. It was put together. Now, this is the thing. I've been told I got a pretty cat. I know what a pretty cat looks like. I just know what not a pretty cat looks like. You know how you don't know what like something cute looks like until you look like at like the ugly.
Until you see otherwise.
Yeah, like until you see otherwise. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Whatever. Now I've seen some ugly ones, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know about this. But I see hers. I was like, wow, pierces the top and the bottom. Looking good. I'll give you that. So yeah, if you have time, go on Sexy Red's thread on her Twitter. It's a little ridiculous, to say the least. So, and I'm surprised. I don't know. Do you go on Twitter to look at the? Is that what they call it? X?
Yes, they're now X videos. Yeah, you catching it. There you go.
I'm getting it and putting it. It's coming together slowly but surely. 3 weeks later, but it's here. It's here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use Twitter to like look at stuff, or?
That's all my Twitter feed is.
You disgusting.
It's all. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If you ever follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, my timeline is just nothing but all kind of things.
You nasty motherfucker.
It is what it is.
I can't. Anyways,
I mean, that's all it's really good for. I mean, when it was Twitter, that's all it was good for.
All that it's good for.
What else you getting on there?
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting. What else you going to get on there?
There was some people have been doing Halloween threads already, but it's with all the characters. And one of the threads, the picture, I found it off TikTok. They put the picture of who got married? Michael Myers got married to Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Hey, Lisa. So Michael Myers got married to Carrie. And the whole thread goes, and it's just like, and then Annabelle's like, well, what about me? I thought it was us forever. And he's like, bitch, nobody give a fuck about you. And then then Chucky's wife comes in, and she's like, I think you guys make a beautiful couple. And then Chucky comes in, he's like, you don't know what a beautiful couple looks like because our life is destroyed. And then their son comes in and goes, don't talk to mom like that. And then Carol, is her name Carol from like the whole Michael Myers like thing? Yeah. So
Yes.
then she comes in, look at the beautiful couple. Then Michael goes, but Carol, I'll always be in love with you. It's like it's a whole thread. So it's funny. It's funny. Like some funny stuff happens. You can't.
Occasionally, Twitter may have some funny things, but for the most part,
Yeah.
you're on there for porn or porn-esque things.
Okay. Yes. All right. You caught me. Okay. All
Exactly.
right. Jeez Louise. Anyways, don't you have like some machine that
I'm telling y'all, if you let the nerds have their way, they're gonna replace y'all asses. That's all I got to say. So, scrolling along on social media, I found this on
Mhm.
Facebook. Let me just go ahead just present this right quick.
Yeah, yeah, because you could play it. Yeah, yeah. Put it
hmm
up there. Put it up there for the
hmm
people so they can see this. Okay. Look at this.
If
Look
you
at
see the video in the background, you see exactly what's going on.
okay. Look now the fact that there's and then she bouncing it. Now she bouncing it up and down.
hmm
And given that work, given like I guess my thing is this. If when you look at that, right? Because I don't have a penis, so I wouldn't know what this feels like, right? But when you look at this machine, does this give or feel like this is like it? Like, does it look like it will give the feeling of it?
What this is giving is the fact of the matter is they're trying to find a way to imitate what is happening. So
Yeah.
again, they're going to get to the point where they're going to replace y'all.
Wow, why don't you have so many followers and viewers on your stream since I came to? Well, we're growing, Lisa, but thank you so much. We appreciate you for being here. Subscribe to the channel so you can watch for any other reasons. Um, but I guess okay, so for me, right? I'm a very like long distance person. Like any person that I heavily fuck with does
hmm
not live near me, right? So I guess something like this would be cool to use because you're essentially having virtual sex, which is awesome. There's a bunch of toys that out there that, while you're penetrating yourself, he could feel it while he's, jacking himself off, you could feel it, vice versa. So there's a
Hello.
lot of toy
Okay.
pairings, but something like this, I
hmm
definitely would feel like is like the most advanced or could be advanced, like
hmm
virtual sex toy,
So
like ever,
what that probably
because
going to
you're
get paired with?
actually.
You're going to eventually have the fuck machines that are out there paired with this, and who's actually going to have real sex anymore? That's what it's going to get to.
I don't think that it would be a problem having quote unquote real sex, like because at the end of the day, you want heat. You know what I'm saying? Like you want body, you want heat, you want touch. I feel like when it comes to things like this is like when you don't got nothing. Like this is your, you know, I ain't got nothing to do. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like this is like, do I go to a glory hole and risk getting something, or do I just stay at home and risk not getting anything? You know,
Yes,
like
the
it's
other
one of
side
those
circuit.
things.
Nothing beats that warmth,
Hot, wet
that
holes.
hot, wet
Wet
hole
hole.
that you
But
put something
which
in.
is true. Like I don't think that machines will ever replace sex. Like obviously now, if you are a person that like homeboy who we had the video a couple weeks ago who had the flowers who went on a date and got stood up, or like this big-headed ninja turtle motherfucker who's on TikTok now saying women need to get sexually assaulted just because they're not being nice to him. I guess if you're on the pinnacle of like that, where you feel that shout out to the glory holes, like when you feel like you can't get any, or
hmm
like there's nothing for you to, like you can't, like women just ain't fucking you, then yeah, like this is what you're gonna resort to get your shit off. But to, I don't care how many people say I don't like getting touched. You like getting fucked. So yeah, there's a
Yeah,
difference.
I mean, yeah, but there are those rare few that aren't into all that. So this may be up their alley,
I
if
mean,
ready to
yeah,
go talk to somebody.
I think that us developing as a nation, as people, when
Mhm.
it comes to sex and realizing that there's not just one set tone to it. There's a multitude of different facets that we like, want to get into, whatever. Or maybe some shit that we don't know if people want to get into yet, you know? So why not? Like if you want to practice riggering, right? You're not gonna just immediately get a person to do it, right? You'll get like a mannequin or something like that. Um, okay. But yeah, you can get like a mannequin to do something like that or whatever the case may be. But I'm just saying, I don't think sex is taking over. I don't think robots are taking over sex. I think robots is really OD enhancing sex.
Mhm.
And I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it. Because at the end of the day, right? Let's just say I get one of those machines that like fuck you, right?
Right.
It's not about to come out when I'm like, ugh, you know what I could love? Some dick. I'm not about to set up an entire toy with a battery, plug it up, put myself at the perfect angle, and then have that whole session by myself just because I want some. No.
Mm.
Now, if I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling it. I'm about to call one of my mans in them. Yeah, you about to get this video chat, personalized OnlyFans show. That's what's really about to happen. That's what's about to go down. I'm gonna have everything set up, and then bada boom, bada bang, here we are. You watching me, I'm watching you. It's a good time.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm not. No, so I don't think robots are gonna take over for sex. They'll be okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying, we about to have what was that? Demolition Man. That's about to start going down.
If you could have a robot girlfriend, you probably would.
Mm. What?
Mm. Yeah. See, okay. Here's the thing. You know, like there's apps and stuff that have I forgot what it was called. It came out a couple years ago, so I'm pretty sure there's like more of a development in the app. But it was basically like a fake boyfriend. So
Mhm.
you would go in the app, you would select things that you like to talk about, or whatever the case may have. You just type your name. And then I think you would put in like when your alarms are or sync your alarms or something. And basically the app would just act like your boyfriend, like act like a boyfriend. So like let's just say you sync it with your alarms and your alarm goes off at 6 o'clock. By like 6:15, 6:30, you're getting like a good morning text. Like, and then like towards the middle of the afternoon, you're getting like a hey, did you eat lunch? What's going on? Like things like that. I think a lot of people would actually like because they feel like someone cares if somebody
Mm.
is looking for them. But I feel like in that realm, you're kind of getting a little misconstrued in the brain. And then when you're not really getting that, you're gonna get a little, I don't know, go a little batshit crazy. Uh, But that's just me. That's why I talk to multiple men because I can't. If I had to focus on one guy at a time, I'd be so annoyed. So so yeah, that's what you gotta what you gotta. Hi Ty, how are you? How's our nephew doing? Congratulations once again.
Mhm. Being that new mama out there.
Mm-hmm. She's a mommy. She can do what she wants.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. Would you buy it? Would you get it? Would you get it for just funds?
Uh, would I get it for funds? I don't know. Probably not. I prefer the real thing, personally. Especially
Okay.
since I got it at home. I really have no reason to go buy it.
Okay. Some women have that app. That app is me. Yeah, and like here's the thing. I hated doing that because there was like there's been a couple of guys that I purposely used for that function. Like I liked them, but then I like kind of lost interest. But I like the fact that they did these things. So I was like, I'll keep you around. You know what I'm saying? I like the good morning text. I like the afternoon check-ins. I like
Mm.
the going to sleep with me at night. I like that. Now, only if it could be for a person that, could stick around and be around. That would be fucking fantastic. Anyway, all right. So there's been a video that's been going around for the past couple of weeks of a woman kind of saying like if she's not if you're not her partner, she'll need to talk to you no sweet kind of way. Habdus is gonna play it, so
Yeah, I will. Give me a
I'm sure
second.
robot girlfriend that's like real life like that
But
movie. Okay, not like weird science. Okay, play the video, please. Play the video.
Give me a second. I got prep these things. All right.
You gotta unmute it.
You ain't my man. I'm supposed to give off masculine. I'm supposed to give off aggression. You know why? Because you don't belong to me. Bitch, you need to be offended every time I open my mouth because I'm not trying to say shit cute for you. Fuck is you talking about? She said, bro. She said, bruh. You goddamn right, because that's what the fuck you is, brother. I give off Princess Diana to my man and him only. Everybody else, I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin around this bitch. Fuck is you talking about? He the only person that get to see the girl sad at me. And he's supposed to. Not you. You a stranger. And you somebody I'm not interested in. You gonna know if I'm interested in you because I'm gonna act like a lady.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm acting like big bro, I don't like you like that.
Period.
Not big bro. If I'm acting like big bro. Period.
Yo, that kills me so much. You don't know how many people in the comments and stitches of the video, and they're like, this is why women be complaining that they can't find a man because you be talking to men like this and da 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 da. And I'm like,
You starting to freeze up. No. Come on, don't do it. You got it. Come on through. Come on through. Well. While we wait for her to finish her statement, her internet to not crash, apparently. Hey, you there?
yeah, what happened?
Okay. There you go. You've been frozen.
Oh, well, I'm here now.
But back to rewind, start again.
Okay. All right. Anyway, the point what I was saying is that they missed the entire point. The entire point is if I am interested in you and I would like to talk to you on that level, if I think you're cute, yeah, you're gonna get like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. That's crazy. You're gonna get all that bitch shit. You gonna get that. But if I'm not interested in you, if I have no wants or desires to talk to you in that manner, and I'm not saying like you're friend zone, that means I just don't find you attractive. I really do just look at you as a friend. Especially when it comes to first interactions or second or whatever may have you, you finna get that you stupid, like fuck
What's up,
outta
honey?
here, like you're not finna get that same energy because I don't want that energy to get misconstrued. Because when you are very like
them bond, you gonna get the FaceTime with the bonnet on.
yeah, like, but here's the thing: when you are like, oh yeah, I'm good. What's up? Da, da, da. Like when you give that to everybody just because you're being nice, whatever, a lot of people misconstrue those words, feelings, intentions, whatever, and think that you want them or think you want something out of them. And that's not it at all. That's just who you are.
Yes.
But then when you say that, then they're like, nah, you was talking to me like this, you was doing this, you was doing that, you mad.
You give me all these flirting vibes.
Yeah, you give me these vibes.
You call me sweetie, you call me baby, you call me honey, and that's just how you normally talk.
And that's just how you normally talk. So it's one of those things where you have to create a divide. Like you have to create this wall. Now, not everybody has to do it because you can obviously tell in conversation and how you speak to people if they're really feeling you like that or not. But yeah, if I'm not feeling you, if I'm not fucking with you, there's no reason why I can't say bruh, a bro, or what up, my nigga, something like that. So that way we both know where we are and how we're supposed to be. Like, no, I agree. I will also say most of the women that do flirt with me be in committed relationships. I can't speak or not speak to that because I feel like people always think someone's flirting when they're not flirting. Like a lot of people think I flirt all the time with a lot of people.
She has a flirtatious personality.
Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't flirt like at all. I just talk. That's what I do. I just speak. I open my mouth and that's it. Now, if you a nigga that I don't like, Like if I'm not cool with you, I don't fuck with you, you won't know that. If you've been in my lives on TikTok and a nigga coming in and I change up, you know that. That's just you just gonna know. You just gonna know. You sent me videos you play with yourself in classical music is crazy. That is crazy. I can't imagine someone sending videos to someone of something and then be
Oh, there she goes.
like, "Well, I don't look at you like that." Bitch, you was playing with your pussy with Beethoven in the background.
You got Mozart, Midnight Sinatra out this bitch.
So, so do like I guess prior to being married and dating, right? And then just even there, so after, how do you converse or how did you like make sure that a woman knew like this is us just talking, not us talking?
So for me, it was the subject we talk about. It's like, okay, yeah. When things start going a little like, so
Veering
first
off like
first and foremost, you're like, all right, I'm married, right? Yes, and unless you're trying to come join this bedroom with me and the wife, I need you to cease and desist your actions. Because if you're trying to do that, then I need to get her involved. And
yes.
we're gonna have to have this conversation. Other than that, it's like when you start veering off, it's like, all right, yeah, no.
I always find it like I don't know. I just feel like dudes talk to women all the same unless they really like unless they trying to fuck.
I mean, for the most part, we're gonna talk the same way. Even though you do have those dudes like, hey, yo, what's up, ma? They try to get that Barry White voice going on.
Let me talk to you for a minute.
I just woke up and just thought about you, baby. You just sound so sweet, so sexy on the phone. So I just gotta give you that same energy out here.
I'm screaming. But I think like I talk to all dudes the same, but there's like a certain like if I wouldn't mind chatting with you on that type of shit, I play a certain like little teeter totter to
little
see
cat and mouse game.
Little cat and mouse to see like where you land in that. If I see you divert a lot of like questions or if I say something little slick and you don't you like like give it a little attention, no, you don't look at me like that, and I go, all right, cool, and I just go on my business and we just talk regular like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna keep forcing.
Not everyone can catch. Not everyone can catch those subtle hits.
Yes. That okay. Yes, that may be true.
Be upfront with your intentions. If you think about it,
I be throwing these hoes out like home runs. Okay, I don't ever want. If anybody dude has ever talked to me, there's no way that you can't say or tell. Like my classic slide in. Should I give this away? I don't give a fuck. I ain't getting no man no time soon. My classic way of getting a dude is aggravating them. It works every time. If I aggravate you to a point through text, you're gonna want to just talk because you're gonna like, I need to prove this woman wrong. I got your number. Boom, bitch. And now it's over. Now you in love. Now you even know how you got here. Now
you done fucked around and found out.
Now you call me with your feet kicking in the air.
Just dangling like
dangling. Now you just walking on the power line talking for no reason to me on the phone. Like now you just doing random stuff.
What? Why is that? I don't understand. Like when you get to know somebody, sometimes you just be walking around in the same room in the same spot. Why is that?
Just doing the most random stuff. But for me, it's like weird. Like if like a dude calls me, whatever, and I'm like just saying I'm just sitting here at my desk. As soon as he called me, I'm like talking, like we could talk, but then somehow I'm laying in that bed. Cause then next thing you know goes, no, I'm chilling with you. Oh, that's cool. Like it gets real giddy. It's real giddy. But yeah, to go back to Rich point, I don't think that there's anything wrong with kind of setting a vocal boundary of who I am to you and who you are to me. I don't see that being any
that vocational boundary. Yeah.
You vocate, like, I don't have to be like, whoa, bro, I don't look at you like that. What are you doing? I don't need to do all that. It's how I speak to you will let you know this ain't this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But also, unlike her, you don't also have to be like such hardcore with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be so abrasive to ensure that the person gets it. Like, I think the person's gonna get it. They're gonna get that energy. Some people don't, like, you know, like you said, but I feel like for the most part, you should. It's some fathom, hopefully.
You would think so. You would think and hope. There are people out here that don't recognize when people are flirting with them and don't recognize the signs that someone may be interested or not interested. They just take everyone, at face value. Ooh.
I mean, yeah, and I mean that's when you have to be like upfront. But what do you do when two people are too scared to be upfront with each other? Do you just call it a missed opportunity? Like at
Yeah,
that point,
that's just a missed
it's just
opportunity.
missed opportunity.
It and it happens. It happens out there.
Yeah.
There are shots that have been missed, and then there are shots that get a rebound.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Royal can attest for those.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I don't think anybody likes to be upfront or, very frank when
See,
it
the
comes
thing
to
is,
like,
if you're upfront, then you have the possibility of being turned down.
yeah.
So people rather beat around the bush and do
Uh-huh.
everything else, little pity pat game until someone says, "All right, cool, this is what's going to be."
I don't think it's even the rejection. For me, I'm not bad with rejection. Have I got rejection before? Yes. But that's not the problem that I have. It's more so the way you act towards me after the rejection. Like, don't act all brand new or weird towards me
I ain't
after
like your
saying,
ass anyway.
like, not even that. Just like, yeah, we cool. But now you like different towards me. Now, like, the way you talk is like very meek. Like you don't,
Me.
or like you'll like you like I don't know, you'll be like, yeah, what's up? And then you see me, it's just like, oh hey, what's up, kids? You good? All right, cool. And then you like, oh, but before it was like, oh
Let
no,
me
like
be
you know what
all in
I'm
your
saying?
face.
Yeah,
Beforehand,
like
they all in your face are not like,
yeah, it's like
what's
you're
up,
not
girl?
avoiding me. It's just kind of like you're just kind of making sure that you don't make it awkward, but you're making it awkward by being awkward about something that you shouldn't be awkward about. It is what it is. But that's the only thing. Mm-mm. That's and that's why I don't talk to niggas. I let niggas talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I like to get chased.
It's equal opportunity. It's equal opportunity out here. Everyone can talk to everyone. Don't let it just be like men always gotta talk to the women. What? How you think? How you think me and Royal met in the first place? She came
Okay,
up and
yes,
talked to
I
me.
know your very beautiful love story. Okay, like
Yes.
yeah, we get it. But I'm
Mhm.
just saying that sometimes even in doing that, it's like I'm modern in some things and old school in others. Now there have been ways and things that I have done to chase or go after men, and I've captured them, and now they're in the web and they're entangled, and here we are.
Yeah,
But
they all loving you and stalking your ass, huh?
yeah. And then when I tell them later on, they're like, wait a minute. So you started this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yeah, it was me, babe. It
Hey,
was me. I
Royal.
started it. Like you chased after, but it was me who started. But I seen this YouTube couple who it's a long story, but the I'm not gonna go through the logistics of like how they are, who they are, yada yada. The point is after they had like this post, which cracks me up to have a post breakup podcast, like that shit's crazy to me. But
Together?
yeah, like they are both YouTubers or whatever, so they just
Okay.
basically had like this YouTube video of like what happened in the relationship, this, that, and a third, what they felt like. And it's two females. And one of them was just like, I always felt like chased. I always felt like you didn't chase me. I always chased you. So if we ever had an argument, a disagreement, if you felt some type of way about something, it was your birthday, if it was whatever, I felt like I always went 10 times over hard for you or chase after you or to make sure that you're okay. And I don't feel like I received that back. And that's a real thing. Like, you to not feel like you're chased or sought after is not a good feeling, you know, in a relationship. So for me, I feel like I'm always the very direct and or like low key direct person. And sometimes it'd be nice. And I'm not gonna say I don't have men who be like, "Psh, I eat your ass up. What's up?" That's obviously, look at me, you know. I'm talking about like the seekers, the the motherfuckers who was putting in work to try to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? That's totally different. But yeah, I don't know.
Totally different, huh? What?
She's here.
Yes, she's here.
If you play dead, she can't see us.
What?
If you play dead, she can't see us.
Oh, it's too late. She already sees us.
Oh damn. Shit. If you don't move, she can't.
And we just sit here in silence.
We just sit here in silence.
She can still see us.
Shit. She can see us. Fuck.
She's not a T-Rex.
All right. Well, talking about men and like, you know, whatever. Sassy men. A term I don't think I would ever use out loud on a public platform. Okay.
No.
Are you T-Rex, girl?
What the hell?
I try to see if I can stay still long enough if I would blend into my background.
And the funny part, I already said it. Yep. What the hell am I? A T-Rex? Yes.
But I never thought I would use sassy men as a term out loud in public. Okay, this is definitely on the phone, in person terminology to be talking about. But sassy men. There's a video that Royal had sent into our like video chat. Here it is. Let's see what they got going on here.
Sassy. Because apparently we in the sassy nigga apocalypse.
That said sassy for a nigga to use an umbrella.
We can't be dry.
Bro, like what? Why can't stay dry?
You is walking up.
I mean, if you hold it with 2 hands, that's a little. That's a little.
Hey, don't be ordering no sweet drinks at the bar.
No sweet drinks?
Nah,
You can't smoke no
bro,
hookah.
I seen someone say it's sassy for a dude to drink out of straw. A straw?
I saw a girl say it's sassy for a nigga to drive with 2 hands.
Hey, 9 to 5, hold up.
She was like, it's safe, but it's.
They said nigga can't run for the bus.
That makes a man.
Now I don't know where they got where they saw this list at, but that cracked me up. First of all,
Hey. You're not gonna shame me for my Wallaby darn at Outback. That shit is good.
okay, I would just like to say I loved seeing men, more importantly black men, just sit in their own comfort and just talk and laugh. Like that to me it gives me great joy. I love seeing that. But also them talking about it and just knowing how ridiculous some of those, well, all of those, you know, things are. Like it's sassy for a man to hold an umbrella in the rain, like with 2 hands or something, or to drive with 2
Driving
hands,
with 2 hands,
or
holding an umbrella,
run for a bus so you can't have a drink. And I looked in the comments of that video, and one of the guys said, like, we were at a wedding or we were out to eat or something like that, and I ordered a martini, and my mom looked at me crazy like, why you order that? And you're like, because I didn't want, he didn't want to drink hard liquor because he was going to be driving home later, but he did just want something to drink, so he got like a mix.
Can I say something right quick?
Yeah.
Martini is nothing but hard liquor. There's no chaser in it. It's
alcohol. I don't know. It was the way, because you know, like how it's just how it's presented. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's how it's presented. Is it a martini or if it was like a mojito or something like that? Like, I mean, something that's cut, not martini. It was something that was cut, like a mojito or mojito, right? Is a mojito's cut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a chaser in the mojito.
Yeah, it's a chaser, right? So he had ordered it, and she's just like, "Why'd you order that?" He's like, why not? It's just drink. And she's like, yeah, don't order that no more.
It's sassy for a man to own a tea kettle.
And he was like, dang, do you want me not to get home safe? I just wanted a drink, but I wanted it cut. Can I have a cut drink without it being E&J and without being Crown Straight or any or dang?
Why always gotta have the ninja juice? Why always gotta be hard? Why can't it be sold? Why I gotta have a tasty
if a
beverage?
dude doesn't drink out of a round glass with one cube in it, then he is suspect. Suspect. Okay. Which I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like, who came up with these rules and regulations that this is what makes a guy look a little sweet? We're acting a little sassy. Like I guess that was my
Let me
thing.
tell you, growing up, I had, this was something that was always told to me growing up. Boy, we've been questioning you because we always thought you were going to come out a little sweet, and it's like just because I didn't do everything normally that everybody else did, I wasn't out in the out there with my brothers and my father while they were working on cars. I was in the house with my mother as she was teaching me how to cook. I learned how to cook at a young age. I was in the house. My brothers and my father were out in the streets, so they got in trouble. They got injured. I was the one in the house. I was quiet and all that. And all of a sudden, I got questioned my whole life until then I started popping out kids, and they're like, "Oh, never mind. We sorry." It's like everything doesn't have to be hardcore at all times.
Yeah. Like I never understood the stereotype with it. Like, you know how, and I don't know if this is with other families because I wasn't raised with other families. I just know I was raised with Black ones. And you at the cookout or family reunion, you see that one, person, and somebody go, you look a little sweet. Like just like it's just always that little, just because they do something different or like it's not giving like roughneck or doing whatever. And like those examples, I don't know where they got those examples from. I don't know where they found them from, but that's a little crazy to me. Like that, I don't know. In the comment section too, a guy gave an example of the driving hand thing. Like he was just driving with two hands, and he was like, the girl, he picked up a girl. She was like, "Why are you driving with two hands?" Like, as if like that's really an issue, like that's really a problem. So I mean, there's nothing for me in a list in my head that would automatically make a dude sassy unless you are giving very much wham bam thank you ma'am sass. Like unless you are twitching with your hips and you walking the same way I am and you poking out your hips and shit like I am, unless you doing that, I'm not really, because what was that thing that everybody, it was like in the late 90s, early 2000s, was that was it Metro, is it Metropolitan, like not Metropolitan Man or something like that, that like was like
a metrosexual.
Is it metrosexual? What was it? It was a Metro Man or
Yeah.
something, like one who was like, he's heterosexual, but like he gets his nails
That's what I
cleaned
said. Metrosexual. That's what they call
Metrosexual.
them.
He gets his nails cleaned. Metropolitan. This is a fucking drink.
Yeah.
He gets his nails cleaned up, and he always had the collar done. He was like
A well-groomed man who
a
got his
real
nails
groom
done,
behind
always
me.
had his hair done. Yeah.
And those people always call each other like, "Oh, that's sassy man. That's a man got some stuff going on there, or whatever." But on the other hand, it's not called the DL for no reason. And if we have to be real about it, we got to be real about it. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. The DL is a real thing. That is a real thing. And there was a whole movie in there with David Ruffin.
Keep it on the down low.
AKA Leon. But there was a whole movie. Leon, I think you got something in your eye. You want me to blow it out for you? That was the signal. That was the signal for the DL. Okay. And that's a thing that happens. Okay. So you can't, you kind of can't blame when I think women overanalyze certain things that you do. And I don't think that it's the problem that you may like men. It's just the mere fact that you're doing it on the down low and trying to keep it a secret and use me as your, is it beard? Is it beard?
What?
When you use a certain person, I think that's what it's called, when a guy who is on the DL or something like that or is gay but secret but doesn't want to come out or doesn't say anything, so like they still date and they're with women to use as like a thing. Yes, it is a beard. They use it as like I'm actually like heterosexual. I'm with a woman. You see her? She's there. I sleep with her. I gave children to her. You see her? There she is. I cannot be gay because this is proof that me no gay. But like in actuality, like my man's is like going to them like download clubs and see what it is.
So take it a little personal. I got an uncle who's still married to his wife.
Thank you, Genocide. I appreciate it.
And also had a daughter, my cousin. But you knew his boyfriends. We knew his boyfriends because they were part of the family. So yes, that is a real thing.
It's a real thing. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like one of those, should more so in this type of thing, should women still, oh, so you doing the bending. Okay. So should women still overlook or no, so overreact to certain things? Or
I would say nowadays not so much. Back in the day, yeah, when it was real taboo, but nowadays
but you gotta think about, some people are still in those households. Some people
there are
still
still
so it's like
there are still some people in it, but still nonetheless, it's not as much. More people are still coming out. It's happening. It's more and more people coming out. There are more people, living their lives how they want to live their lives. So I would say the looking for the sass, as is being called, for the sassy man, I don't think it's as needed as it was, 20 years ago.
yeah. I mean, yes, you can be more open with your sexuality, but there's still the judgment. There's still the, being ridiculed and stuff like that or whatever, that I don't think that most people would want to live with. So they'd rather, I don't even want to say be in the closet, but they in the pantry or some shit.
Hiding in the cupboard.
Hiding in the damn cupboard. With the beans. The fucking corn. So they're not really in there. They just, it swings. Right. It swings.
Maybe they want to, maybe they on that lazy Susan just going for the merry-go-round.
I mean, it sucks though. It sucks when you can't like just
live your life
and just be you and just be who you or ought to be and see yourself as, without there being so much like hate and ridicule like against you, whatever. And it sucks. But at the same time, as much as ridicule and hate you get, don't use anybody as a cover up. Don't use anybody as a bulletproof vest to.
I'm just saying,
okay. Like,
I mean, don't stop her from getting her bag. Is she out here being a bulletproof vest for the bag? Let her be that bulletproof.
I mean, yeah, but like you gotta think about it. Like if there was a dude that I was messing with, whatever may have you, and he really had like this mindset and whatever, and he's on the DL and blah 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 blah, and then I come to find out like I'm being used as just a cover up, I'm gonna be hurt. Because I don't know if you like in that movie, I don't know what the movie's called, but in that movie, like her main thing was like, so did you even love me? Did you really want me? Did you really want this child? Did you really want a life with me? Because
it has to be upfront.
Yeah.
If it ain't upfront, then yeah. If you're hiding and you're tricking people into being your bulletproof vest, then yeah, nah. But if if you are all about it and you're like, all right, cool. Be upfront, let her, whatever benefits she's reaping from it, let her reap her benefits, let it be.
Bro, what's more hardcore manly than fucking a bitch to continue the bloodline and taking dicks like a true G is crazy.
What?
I'm moving on.
I swear, he finds the
I can't do it. No. Oh, speaking of bulletproof vest, speaking of bulletproof vest, holding a woman down versus holding a man down is craziness. So there's a clip once again that Royal had put into our chat.
Man, Royal got a whole lot of clips. Man, she should have been here.
And I know. But then she would have been like, she would have sounded like she was beatboxing, and everybody,
Like,
freaking fresh, So yeah. But basically in the
I got
clip, to summarize it. Oh well, you're about to play it. All right, go ahead.
Serving time as a man.
I got backlash from that too.
But explain yourself though.
I've experienced both sides of the fence. When you go to a men's facility, it's a damn line outside with the mamas and the kids. When you go to a women's facility, you don't see no men. You see the grandparents or the sisters or the aunties, but you really rarely see a man hold his woman down. It's disheartening. As women, we deal with a lot. We wear a lot of hats and we carry a lot on our shoulders. And when men do time, they can go do 10 years like it ain't nothing. Because guess what? You can call home, your wife at home, the kids with their mama, the house good, they good. You can be at peace knowing your family is okay. I was blessed to have a very good, strong support system. So I didn't encounter or endure a lot of things that other women did, but I had girls that I was friends with who kids got taken by the state. They don't know where their kids are. Husbands left them.
I think that whole perspective just really I didn't necessarily know that. I ain't necessarily even think about that. Serving time as a woman is harder than serving.
I thought that was
and I don't think I've ever thought about that. I mean, we've had Orange is the New Black that kind of gave you a comical aspect of what it's like to be a woman serving time, and the health behind it and this, that, and the third. But then we got to go, I think, into season 2 of that, where people were giving birth when they were pregnant in jail, and they had to give that baby back, to their husbands, boyfriends, whoever, and in hopes that the father was bringing them, or the mother or whoever was bringing the child to go see the mother. And then there was also some women who had kids who were already 13, 14 years old and had to mother them through, bars, behind bars and stuff. But just taking kids out of it, the fact that she said to see a man, the line's out the door to hold and make sure he knows that we got his back and everything. But then when it comes to the women in jail, it's just kind of they're forgotten, which is a little fucked up. So do you think that, what do you think the reason is there's more people holding or josing a man than there is people holding down and josing a woman in jail?
I'd hate to say, Baby Boy put it right. These people are trying to, I wouldn't say coddle, but especially when it comes to black men are so needed to be protected. And when you're in jail, because not everyone's there for because they put themselves there. Some are just there for bad circumstances or just for being black, or there's so many different ways that someone could be put in jail as a black man. So it's about just, for a man being in jail is all right, we're going to take care of you. We're going to be there for you. We know that, this isn't the place you want to be, and we're going to be there to help get you through that. And I guess for when it comes to women, men are, we're always looking for, if you're not there to help out, I need someone that's going to be helping there. Yes, men can be fathers. They're great at holding a house down, but for the most part, the man is supposed to be out there making the bread, making the money. The woman's supposed to be there taking care of the home. And if he has to play that role, he doesn't always know how to switch and do both, take care of the home and be the provider. So he's going to try to find someone to help be the home for him, so he can do what he needs to do.
And which is true. I think in that portion, but for me, when it comes to, especially when it comes to a jail setting, some women lose their entire livelihoods, dedicating themselves to a man who's in jail for 10 to 20 or 39 to life, or whatever the case may be. And it's because they have this, unconditional, unbreakable bond to this man, that they're just you do this for me. Who else could do this for me like you? and I can't lose you. And also, if I think it's also guilt. It's not guilt, like it's not like he's giving her guilt, but in her mind, and I think for women just in general, we almost put guilt in ourselves all the time.
What
As
could you have
in,
done different that he wouldn't end up here?
yeah. Or like if I could have kept him under control, he wouldn't have been here. If I would have been with him that night, then that's if I would have picked up the phone, then yada yada yada. That, and then there's also if I don't do it, no one else will type stuff. Like if I don't give him money, like, and I will tell y'all, I was no more. I was this woman. I have worked mentally through this to stop that, because I would have been the woman if my man had went to jail, that I would have been the one holding him down, because I have had men in my life where I'm like, oh, he needs this $50, $100. If I don't give it to him, he's not going to get it. And if I don't give it to him, he's not going to eat. He's not going to have anywhere to go. He's not going to have anywhere to travel. He's not going to be able to get to work. If he doesn't be able to get to work, then he's going to lose his job. If he loses his job, then he's not going to have anything at all. Then I'm going to have to support him all the way through. So if I don't do it, no one else will. So I have to do it. I have to do this. If I don't pick him up and drive him here at 11 o'clock at night because he has to go do an overnight shift somewhere, or because he has to leave the area he's in because he doesn't feel safe, if I don't go get him and something happens to him, it's my fault because I was being selfish and I should have just went and got him. If I don't do these things and something else happens, it's going to be my fault because he needs me. And if I don't do them, no one else will do them. And the consequences all land on me because I should have just been doing it. And that's what happens. They don't place that on us, but we feel it and we take it on. So, and I think that's the reason why you have so many people who go to these jails who show up, because it's like, if I don't go to the jail and see him, who's going to make sure he feels regulated? Who's going to make him feel mentally okay? Who's going to make him feel like someone still desires and wants him? Who's going to make him feel like there's still life outside of these bars that you want? You know, if I don't do this, you know, and even mothers even do it, you know, to their children, even where we're talking about not even jail, like, you know, it's, you know, the girls, you have to learn how to do this. You have to learn how to do that. You have to learn how to whatever, because you're going to have to learn to do this, and you have to learn how to do it for your man. You have to learn how to be there for your man. You have to learn how to, you know, help your man and all this other stuff, where the boys get the very much, hey, do the best you can. As long as you're giving your best, that's all you can do. But the women have to do like the most exceeding amount of work to get somewhere in life, where the boys just, you know, I have to clean up a whole entire house. You just got to take up the trash. It's you know.
And if Roy was on here, she'll say, because when it comes to a house, it's not reflected on the man and how the house is, reflected on the woman and how she takes care of the house.
So
That's
yeah,
how it's always been.
I just think it's pretty sad that the women who are in jail sit there childless and without a lot of people coming to see them. And I think honestly, some people look at women like, why are you even in this situation? Like, as if like it's so hard for a woman to go to jail for stuff. You know, like, you're smarter than this. Why would you even do something this dumb? Well, a lot of these men are smarter than that. Why would
Yes,
they
they
end
are.
up in jail? Like, what? You know? And I think that's really what it is. I think sometimes when women, they hear women are going to jail, they're like,
When they hear women going to jail,
oh,
we gonna wait
that
for it
is so
unfreed.
stupid. Then you hear a man going to jail, it's just like, damn, free my boy till it's backwards.
Free my nigga Biggs. Get him out. So it was something I just thought about when we were talking about, you know, women being in jail. As a man, if you have a woman, you're there to protect her, right? She's in jail, you can't protect her anymore.
So you just
so you're going to hear about all things happening to her, and you want to protect her, and you're not going to be able to do anything but just sit there and just listen to it, and just, you know, feel bad that you're not there to protect her. So that's another thing. Just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Cookie and Lucius.
It's so dumb. So dumb. But holding someone down is important, especially when you have a child. But I don't know what's worse. Leaving a woman who has your kids or leaving a woman who is pregnant and or just had your kid. Okay. If you guys have been underneath a rock for the past month or so, if you're not on TikTok, there has been a series, okay, and it's called A Random Man from Atlanta. Okay, it has been broadcasted across the globe at this point in time. I will give you a smidge background. There's a young lady. Her name is Morgan. She's 22 years old. And she had a boyfriend. Um, she said she fell in love for the first time. She thought like this is it, as any 22-year-old who falls in love feels. She gets pregnant. They're together. Once again, she's holding him down. They had their own apartments. They lived in the same apartment building. They had their own apartments, and then was like, well, let's condense it and let's, move in together. Okay. And moved in together, and she was taking care of him, holding him down. She was working. He was not, or was in and out of jobs or whatever. And then she gets pregnant. They're happy. They're building up the crib together. Everything's going great. She goes to give birth, emergency C-section. Now, we all know how, if you've given birth, if you've heard about C-sections and stuff, that is major surgery. Your intestines basically get put on the side of the table, or stuff just gets open and moved and stuff. 3 layers of your skin and body and muscle and fat get cut open, plus your uterus, and you got to get sewed back together. It's a whole entire thing. You got to wear popsicle pads. It's a whole thing, okay? So, and that is a major surgery that takes, depending on the person, but it takes maybe a month to 2 months to really get back up the strength in your core to be able to do certain things. Like most people who have C-sections can't stand up for a long time by themselves. They or they can't really do much with their baby. Their baby has to get help, handed to them. It's a whole lot that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless if she gave natural birth or not, 30 days later, that man packed up, which is him, his 2 chains, and left and went back to Atlanta and moved in with his ex-girlfriend. So, like any young woman who is going through postpartum, who is still healing from, who's still healing from what is it, C-section and stuff like that, she
Mm-hmm.
decided to go on TikTok and make the best of it and laugh about certain stuff and whatever may have you. So I have one of her videos that it cracks me up because the zoom ins get crazy. Like, it's like the
You ready
most
for it?
dry humor you could possibly think of in a video. Yeah, go ahead, please, because it makes me laugh way more than it used to.
Good morning, y'all. I'm remembering the days when I used to leave the house wearing a half-ass top and a pair of booty shorts. Literally, look at me. I have to carry this bag, this purse, this fucking diaper bag, this fucking blanket, this baby. If you want to have a kid, just, Jesus Christ, just buy a fucking puppy or something. I love you, G. I love you. I love you. But outfit of the day check. I have on this flowy ass shirt. Don't know where I got it from. My nipples are literally showing. Oh my god. I should probably put some fucking boob pads in because my nipples are gonna leak milk from them today. I have on pants. They're literally still pregnancy pants, so they're super stretchy. Purse, diaper bag, ruining the fucking style. This kid is from a random man in Atlanta. Say hi, everybody. Oh, anyways, have a great day. Bye.
Yeah, this kid is from a random man from
Atlanta.
Or she'll say, this baby from a random man in Atlanta is wearing, like, she never exposed this man. She never said his name. She never like really publicized his face or anything like that. He's just been a random man from Atlanta. And there's another thing, when I say they moved in together, they did move in together for a while, but then they moved back up. I think they were down in Atlanta, but they moved into her parents' home up in Michigan, I believe. Just so they could have like a little help and like, raising the baby and stuff. And he has like a whole entire trailer at like his parents' house, at her parents' house, or her best friend's parents' house. Like there's like a trailer there, with like mad stuff in it, whatever. And that she's paying like $200, almost $500 a month just to have them keep it like where it is and stuff. Like that man literally picked up his shit and like grabbed his 2 chains and left and went back to Atlanta.
2 chains.
Literally, so now because, the internet's the internet, they're going to internet. And for whatever reason, this dodo thought, you know what? She's talking mad shit about me. I'm going to get out here. I'm going to go on TikTok and they're going to see how dumb she is. Wrong. He gets on here and he's, rubbing his hands and he's just like, I got depression. I got depressed from leaving my baby and leaving Morgan. Who wants to leave their baby? And he's like, and Morgan, she got a temper. I got a temper too. And, she act like she didn't know this and this. But here's the story. Morgan didn't find out until I think right after she had her baby that she is the 6th baby mama. But in the past 2 weeks, she has just found out she's not the 6th, she's the 7th. And that he has had kids around the same time that she had her kid. So there was a kid that was born 2 weeks beforehand, pregnant at the same time as her, a kid right after her. It's just been crazy. And now all 6 other baby mamas have now been found on TikTok. And now they all talk to each other. They're becoming besties. It's becoming a mess. It's becoming a mess. Okay. Child.
Not the mess.
So of course, a lot of men and women, but more so men, are blaming Morgan because she's putting stuff out there and they're like, how do you look? You look dumb. You're a baby mom. You settled for being a baby mom. You got pregnant. You became a 6th baby mother who you knew. And it's like she said it like so many times that she did not know that this man had other kids. Okay. Until after the fact, So I guess, what are the best ways to vet a person? What are the best ways to find out who this person is? Because like I said, at 21, 22, I didn't think about people having kids. No one my age had a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't thinking about people having kids. I would never, Nick Benny doing it exactly. So I wouldn't have even thought about, should I ask if you got a kid or not? Like it's, and then when you're just falling for a person, you're falling for a person. You're 22. The world is yours. You can do whatever you want. You feel me? And then when you just happen to get pregnant, it's like, it is what it is, cool. But then to have all this come out, like, what?
Whole background checks. But I mean, you're not going to do a background check on somebody. You're going to try to. You're going to try to do the little things you can do. Like, something you can do case searches on somebody, see if they got any cases going on. I mean, you can do little things, but there's not much you can do. The best you can do is try to talk to somebody, and if they're not going to tell you, you're not going to know. There's nothing really much you can do other than try to be a private investigator. It's just a situation as a situation. You take it as face value until you get proven otherwise.
Okay. I know you didn't have your kids young, right? But each person that you dated after having a child with a person, was that like top 2, top 3, top 3, 4, 5 things you told them? Like, hey, yo, I got this many kids, or whatever may have you. Like, how did you do that?
So in the beginning, yeah, it's like, all right, I got kids, just so you know. But I will say after I got to number 4, I stopped talking about me having kids. For one, everyone don't need to know about my kids unless you're proving that you're going to be there. And 2, some people do judge you on that.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. I don't know. Like, I don't, like, when I'm looking for people, when I'm searching for people, I tend to skip people who say they have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Not because there's judgment, but just because I know there's like, I feel like there's commitment behind it, if that makes sense. Like, if you tell me, okay, you have a kid, I'm glad that you're telling me that you have a child and that you're being upfront about it. Like, I'm super happy about that.
Yeah, and everybody's prepared to be, a baby mother. I mean,
stepmom or whatever.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but it's just one of those. I need to know what your intentions are. Because if you're like, I can only go based off of what you say on your profile, right? So if you say you have kids and you want more, and you're saying that you're looking to date, or just be in a relationship or something like that, I know that in some point your child's going to become part of something important. Now, I'm not saying that we're even going to get to that point. We probably could talk for like 2 weeks and then that's it. Like nothing more comes out of it. But I like to go into a situation a little bit more responsible and knowing that this is a thing, like I'm, talking to a person who has kids, whatever, and it's nice to know that I get to hear about things that they do, like how they were in school, silly stuff that they do, whatever may have you. And I mean, I don't know if or whenever if I do meet them or whatever may have you, but it's cute to know that like you're willing to involve me in some form about them, even though I personally don't have any connection to them like at all. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to date a person who has kids. And then when you say, oh, well, you could, and they go, well, I didn't really ask for your advice, whatever. I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. Don't date me. You got kids, and you're gonna talk about your damn kid. And then when I say, "Oh, well, maybe you could do so and so and so," now it's because I ain't never popped nothing out my uterus. I can't say nothing. Or now that you got kids or something like that, don't say nothing to me about your kids if you don't want my advice on something.
So I'll tell you, for me, I personally, if I'm dating you,
I'm
about my kid.
sorry, but
What?
you mad it happened that way. I know you fucking you took it upon yourself to keep from having more. So cream pies all day.
What? You know what? What was I saying? What the hell was I saying? I done forgot. Me personally, if I have kids, so if you knew about my kids, and I bounce ideas off of people I was dating, or I talk to people to try to figure out things. I never shut someone out. Like, for me, that whole saying, "It takes a village to raise a child," is a true statement. Two people alone can't always come up with the ideas or things that are going to be helpful for someone. Sometimes you need a third voice or a fourth voice or a 10th voice. It's just something you need. You need to be able to bounce ideas off of people, and just get offended because that person might have a kid does not mean that person doesn't have an experience from their lifetime to where they're like, what, this couldn't work out because X, Y, and Z could turn around and be better.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, when it comes to situations like this, I wouldn't know what I would do if I found out I'm not only am I a baby mama who got left, I'm the seventh. Like I'm the seventh one. Like I have unknowingly put my child in the ghetto twin projects of the world. Like now my child has 6 different siblings in different states or whatever may have you. Like it's just one of those things where, like, I don't know if you guys ever watched that John Stamos episode of Law and Order when he was literally just impregnating women all over the world and stuff like that, and he just was like happy just to be popping kids out, and he didn't give a fuck. Like as long as he gave his little pension or his little percent of money for them for child, like, for child support, it was like, whatever, those are my kids. And it's like, what? I didn't mean for this. No one, unless you actually plan to have a kid, no one plans to have a kid.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Even people that plan to have a kid can't.
Like, you never know when it's going to happen, but it's just one of those things where I would like to have my kids in a very happy together partnership marriage. Like I have always dreamt that for me, and I would like to have that.
I wish,
At this point in
could have
time, honestly, I'm being, like I've told you guys like a long time ago, I think I have been covered in certain blessings in my life to a T, and I don't take those lightly anymore. But at this point, like I'm only having sex with certain people that I have a deep love for. And if I got pregnant, I wouldn't be mad at it. Like I wouldn't be upset by it. But that's very, very small, like one, maybe two. So it's like I'm not taking the chance. Like I said, I've been covered to a point. I'm not gonna let.
You've been covered by the blood of Jesus. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not gonna let my horniness like.
Now you won't let your horniness.
Now I'm not gonna let my horniness like take over, and then a dumb decision happens, and then boom, bow, boom. Because like they say, oh, you can't get pregnant right now. But who's to say the miracle worker won't do something magical in my life?
Yeah.
Okay? I don't need that. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
My children.
That.
Let me tell you, my children have been born by some form of birth control.
You see what I'm saying?
The running joke in my family when it came to me was I didn't have sperm, I had Spartans. They're out there just spearing people.
Giving it, whatever. I seen a video where a man had like 8 kids and they all dancing, and he's like, damn, my mans don't know how to pull out for shit. Like, but stop stealing my material. I'm screaming. But yeah, it's just one of those things. You just got to be careful. You got to be careful. You don't want to end up with the wrong person, having the wrong baby. Well, having the wrong baby with the wrong person. Like I seen this video where to get out of paying child support, he fought for legal custody, for legal sole custody, so he wouldn't have to pay child support. Okay. When they went to court, the 3 to 4 times that they had to, she's like, I don't want nothing to do with him or my kid. I don't want nothing to do with them whatsoever. I don't. And she made it known, I don't want nothing to do with that child nor him. He fought me for that child. He can have that child. I'm over it. I'm gone. I don't care. Okay. And then he gonna pull up, and I think he got sole custody of the kid in July.
Mm-hmm.
This past week, he pulls up to the house so that way she could take the kid for the week. And then he finds out she's out the country, like on vacation, having fun. And he's like, she don't care about me and the kid, and she doesn't want to have the child. And like, I have the sole custody. I run the shit, blah, blah, blah. And someone stitched it and said, yes, you have sole custody. That means you have that child 24/7. If she gets that child, it's because you allowed her to see that child, not because it was court ordered or ordained, but because you allowed her. So if you wanted that child, so you didn't have to pay child support, and you got that child 24/7 round the clock, unless she wants to go see him. Unless it's that's it, period. So now he wants her to help take care of the baby. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you wanted him, now you got him.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Listen, if somebody want to shoot with the club and try to see if they can get me pregnant, they can, but I don't. We can have fun trying.
I have fun trying.
But the last little 2-3 minutes of this. My friend recently had a very grand sexual encounter with somebody where, he came over, they kissing and tucking and whatever may have you. And she's like, I just keep trying to grab his dick and like, I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling everything else but his dick. And I'm just like, yo, does this nigga not have a dick? Like, now she's scared. And she's just like, yo, why can't I feel you? And he's like, what do you mean? You've been touching me this whole entire time. She's like, no, but I've been touching like your arm and like your thigh. I haven't been like, where's your dick at? And she's like, that's what you've been touching. And she's like, what? So when he finally like stepped back and really showed it, she was like, that was the biggest and craziest dick I've ever seen in my life. And I said, where do you think you're putting that? Because it's not in me. So she had to give a 2, because then he didn't have condoms to fit it. So they had to wait about 2 days. 2 days later, he came back and she took it. I don't know how much she took, but she said she gave it as much as she could. She didn't even arch her back when it was like bent over. She laid on her stomach flat and just put a pillow there to give it like a little bit of whatever. Because she goes, if I arch my back, he's going to try to drive it in, and I'm not taking that. So, yeah, personally, me, I'm not dying by dick. I'm not dying by dick. I'm not doing that. Okay. Tiffany Haddish, I told a story on the Breakfast Club years ago that her cervix tilted when she was taking too big of a dick, and the shit like literally shifted and they had to reshift it. I will not have my organs shifted by no man. Okay. Okay. I will not be subjugated to that type of cruel punishment just because you wanted to take me down. Hell no. Hell no. Seth will not send me to the ER. I don't think so. Okay.
Next one, I sent her to
I'm
the ER.
not doing
That's
that.
what she
And if
says.
you do put it in me, you better put it halfway. Because it's not like he was just long. He was long and thick. You better put it in halfway. If I look down at you and I see that some way, somehow, your whole dick is wet, I'm punching you in your kidneys, nigga. Because who told you to put that all the way in?
Kidney shots, nigga.
I better see half of an ashy dick. I better see it. I better see it. Because I'll be damned. I be damned.
But the problem that is, if you wet, it's all going to it's going to run down. It's going to happen.
No. To be honest, what I can take is 15 centimeters. Don't ask me why I know. 15 centimeters.
Okay.
8 and a half max. The half is reaching. The half is like you're in me growing because you're about to nut. That's the half. But 8 max. 15 centimeters, 8. That's how much I can take. How much I'm willing to give? 15 centimeters, 7 and a half. What I can take, 15 centimeters, 8 and a half. But I could not imagine. I remember one time my ex, I don't know, he was like a good 7 and a half. This man would be smashing my shit like it was nobody's business. We were long distance. You gotta think about that. 2.5 days, you just getting your walls tore the fuck up. At a certain point in time, every other 2 weeks, your walls are gonna get used to what's been getting smashed on. And that man had the nerve when he slid up in me one time to ask me in my eyes, "You been fucking somebody else?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Because this pussy don't feel the same no more. It's not as tight as it used to be." I said, "Well, excuse me. If I haven't been doing my biweekly Kegel sessions like I should have been, I was in class. I had finals. My apologies." Okay? And you've been smashing my bitch to smithereens like this for 4 months, every 2 weeks. At some point, my bitch gonna give. My bitch is gonna give. Okay?
Like, I quit. I'm done.
It's not like you're like sitting with each other. Like, there's a difference when you live in state or you live like maybe 20, 40 minutes away from each other. You can see each other whenever. So you don't really need to smash that much. Like, it's not that, whatever. But I'm just saying, because of how local you are, it's not, you don't need to, right?
So what? I want to. Fuck that.
I want to, yes, but you don't need to. But if you're long distance, the whole time, we're not leaving our room. We're only coming outside.
You need a support group.
That's the only time we coming outside is to get something to eat. Because you didn't see me that whole weekend unless I was going outside to get something to eat. I was in that room getting pounded. Okay.
Taking you to Pound Town.
He did not recognize his own fit. No, he didn't. But once again, I'm not dying by that. I'm not dying.
She lived that life. She ain't living it again.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. Okay. Also, some weird shit I saw on Sexy Red's timeline. Some bitch took anal beads. First of all, that was the nasty part about it. It was long anal beads. It was a long chain of anal beads, right? And she was deep throating the anal beads, and she had her legs open, and she choked on them, and she squirted. And when I watched it, I said, "Oh, that's pee." I know that's pee because you almost died. That's an automatic body reaction when you choke on dick. Like, you squirt out a little pee because your body got scared a little bit that you was gonna die. Like, that's nasty. Why are you putting that on the internet?
Yes, I know I'm on the giving end of that, Royal. I know that. You married into this struggle.
Hubduser has almost murdered Royal a bunch of times. Why do I know this? Because there's been proof on past videos. Okay. On this YouTube, this girl has came in here fucked up. Okay. Looking a little fucked up. And she's just like, I've been destroyed. And from wall to wall, it's been craziness. Her hip got thrown out one time. Her pelvic got dusted and broken. The niggas broke the bed. Okay. There's just been a lot of stuff that girl has went through, and her body is tired. Okay, her body is tired, but some way somehow she still does it. So yeah, that's on you, because after the breaking bed thing, I would have been like, you need to relax. you need to fucking relax. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. This has been because you literally say it online. What do you mean? Thank you so much for watching us on here. We appreciate it. We will be in the Discord.
Not even just online. You tell people this stuff.
Yeah. We'll be on the next 15 to 20 minutes in the Discord in our aftercare. So if you can, please follow me on Instagram at Candy Taste Sweet. My TikTok page at 143,000 people or followers have been banned. You guys didn't know that. It's been banned, so it's gone. So my new page is C.Hayes Inc. C.HAAYESINC. And yeah, and then you can also catch me here, obviously, every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The tap in every single Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. on sparkfmonline.com. And now Thursday at 9 o'clock or 9:30. 9 o'clock. We're figuring out the times, but I think it's 9 o'clock. Thursdays at 9 o'clock. We have the Vault with Chase back again, back in production with my main man, Menduke. So excited to have that back and to have him joining on. So yeah. Yay.
Unfortunately, Roy's not here, so I actually gotta say this stuff. It's your boy Dragon, Hub Deucer, aka Dragon Chill. You can catch me here with Miss Chase and also Royal when she's feeling better. Every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. And you also catch me and Royal along with our two other co-hosts on Tuesday night on Snack and Flick, where we talk about movies and entertainment and other things going on in the world. Can we just have a moment of silence for everyone's favorite nurse growing up when you were homesick? Mr. Bob Barker passed away at 99.
Yes. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here. Everyone's nurse, because everyone knows when you're homesick, that was the Price is Right would help
Bob
you get through
Barker,
them days.
Jerry Springer, Maury Povovich. The main three. Okay. So, but yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys later. Thanks.